Welcome back, folks, to another episode of Quarantined in Minecraft, together with Abby Avatar and Blades. Hey, I really appreciate the comments on the last episode. It was really good to see those comments. I'm glad y'all are still out there. But I wanted to let you know that, of course, don't ever feel like you have to be out there. It's only if you're enjoying yourself do you stick around. So I do hope you're enjoying yourself, and like I said, I do read all the comments and try to listen to any input. And if you have input ever, give it. I did have a comment last time that said, "Hey, why not try covering the bridge with some jungle wood?" So that's what I did here, and I wanted to show you the kind of the first pass at this, covering this bridge with jungle wood, making a little cover. So put a little arch sloped dome cover over the bridge, and added some potted plants on the side over here growing up, and just a couple other details. So kind of can look at it here. I do still have this mess of a villager thing. I hopefully will get these guys moved into something a little later today, but right now I'm keeping them there nice and safe in this really protective area. But we have this nice little arch bridge you can just walk through here. It's kind of nice now that it's covered. I think it looks good. I think there's a couple other details I want to try to add here, and the night will cometh. The night will cometh always. I do need one of these days to stay up a little more at night because I gotta try to get some ender pearls because I do eventually want to get some ender chests and things like that, and eventually go to the end. But I was thinking, I wanted to break up the uniformity of the jungle wood going all the way across. So I was thinking about trying to put some beams, maybe of the strip birch that I have here. I haven't tried to make that into those strip birch logs, but I plan on trying to make it into the strip birch logs that don't have any edges, to see how that actually looks if I can use that as like a beam right there and maybe a beam over here on each side. Maybe kind of break up that going all the way across. If you have any other ideas for the bridge, feel free to let me know. Another one was maybe trying to arch the bottoms a little bit under here. I think it's kind of small and narrow that I wouldn't be able to get much of an arch in there, but I'll certainly try it. But I do like the suggestion to actually have a roof on it. I think it's cool. I think it makes the bridge look neat. Now, the only honest thing I have to say is I don't know if y'all have ever studied or looked into before paths in life, and you always talk about the path is good if people take the path. And you'll find me a lot of times not taking the bridge from over here because people take the shortest route possible, and I just go do, and I jump straight across instead of walking around the bridge. But villagers, they would take the bridge, definitely take the bridge. So let me go ahead and make this edit here on this, and let me see if I get a couple of variations and see what comes back, and I'll share that with y'all. And then we'll move on. As far as what we're going to try to tackle this episode, I think we're going to go ahead and try to get these villagers someplace to stay. I do have some additional details over here on the village that I want to add. And then I plan on finishing out another booth or two for the bazaar here. And then finally, a little bit of work on my garden. I know that's a lot, so it'll be a lot of coming back to you after I get some work done and showing you some things. So I'll be back. Now, Ike. There's a new sheriff in town. You need to put away that crossbow. You gotta come work for me at my bar. We're gonna settle this between you, me, and all the other illagers. I know I just took down two of your buddies to isolate you, but Ike, we can move past this. You don't know how many my people you've gotten, and how many of your people I've gotten. It doesn't matter anymore. You're gonna come to my town. You're gonna work for me, but you got to put away your crossbow. You're not doing anybody any favors by pulling that thing out. We have a rule of no weapons in town. Once you abide by that law, I'll let you out of here and you can come to town. Now, sleep it off, think about it, sober up, and come work for me at my bar. Now, Ike, if I break this and let you out, are you calm? Are you gonna shoot at me with your crossbow anymore? You're not? You put it away? You look like you'd be a good bartender now. Do you want to come? I have a job for you. Let's get going. We'll look. I'll even set up a little nice train ride for you. Let's get you going. All right, and then we'll see you when we get you back to your barkeep. Here we go, Ike. Train ride to home. Let's go, buddy. Yay. You're not going very fast. There you go, Ike. There you go, Ike. I can't even keep up with you. I'll see you when you get home, Ike. See you there. This is what I get when trying to tell Ike's friends about Ike's great new job. Do you see what they did to me? I don't know if I'm going to make it. Hold on. Save me. Save me. Ike's friends, don't kill me. Don't kill me, Ike's friends. I was just trying to offer them a job, and this is what they do to me. This right here is what they do to me. I mean, see how many arrows I got in me? That's a lot of arrows. Eat, eat. I'm just trying to offer friends jobs, help everybody out. That's all. I'm a nice guy. No need for this, fellas. Let's talk over this. Over a pitcher of ale. I know the place. A buddy of mine, Ike, is running a new bar, and he's doing a special. All villagers that come out to his new bar get ale on the house for free. We're just trying to spread the word. There's a safe place for you guys to live, to hang out, to come and have a drink. It's the desert city of awesomeness. We need a better name. You guys can help us come up with a name. Villager City? I don't know. We'll talk about it, but you gotta put down those crossbows first. Put them down. Billy? Grayskin? Grayskin? That's Ike's last name. Billy, are you his brother? Billy, come on. Come visit your brother Ike. That'd be great. Do you have a name? You don't have a name. We've got to give you a name. We'll figure it out, though. We'll figure it out. Just put down those crossbows. Guys, I got something great to show you. Abby came on and helped me. You should check it out in her video. But we have lots of patrons. Sergeant Angry Eyes, the brothers Grayskin, Ike and Billy. Don't mess with them. They're saluting you right now. A little while ago, old Ike wasn't saluting me, but now they seem to all be saluting me. I don't know why they changed their thing, but boy, this great city of the Sun's Reach is what I think we're gonna call it now, because the sun reaches everywhere. And this great city is open to everybody, right, Abby? I mean, we've opened our arms. We've let these guys who tried to kill us multiple times come and live in our city. I mean, we're just kind. Abby and I are working on some more villager housing, and we actually are working on a project. We're going to come back in a second and show you. But this villager housing's, we're going to have a little chicken coop in it. And we got some interesting, fun things to show there that we saw online that we're going to use in our chicken coop. So we'll be back in a second, and we're going to show you what we're doing with the chicken coop. See you in a few. Hey, Abby.
Hey.
So, I know we cut off earlier from your recording showing the farmer's house we're working on. Whew, we gotta add some details to that, like some lighting. And every time, Abby, every time it happens.
Oh yeah, you better light it up before the mom comes.
It happens every time. We want to come back because we want to show you this cool thing that.
I almost got you.
Oh, I would have been so angry. I want to show you this cool thing that we saw. So, you know, we saw this online somewhere, and it's pretty neat, and we thought we wanted to share it with everybody. It requires item frames, eggs, and some coral. So you got to dig down with Silk Touch and get some coral. But this is our chicken coop, and these slabs. Don't waste all my eggs. These slabs right here. These are actually backwards stairs right here, Abby. And these down here are as well. They just need to be waterlogged though. And we're gonna put a couple of these down like this in a couple of spots. And we're gonna put eggs in those. This is where the chickens are laying their eggs. Where else do we want one? You think that's enough, or you think we want another one that's got an egg in it?
That's good.
All right.
We can do some without eggs.
Yeah, and then this is the great part. You can place down these yellow coral like this.
Is it waterlogged down there?
Those should be waterlogged, and it makes
a nest.
A nest. And we actually, like I said, we have these waterlogged up here. So some of these will have eggs in them, and some of them will not. But I mean, talk about mind blown. Here, Abby, you want to put a couple of them?
He was just spinning around because his mind was blown. He was like doing this.
The chicken was? Here, put some of those down for me.
Okay.
But I mean, look how cool that is, huh?
Yeah.
I think that's pretty cool. Now, the only thing is if, go ahead and put that one on that other last log right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only thing is that if you want to get these up, you're going to have Silk Touch again, or otherwise they're going to break. And the reason you need water underneath it is because I don't know if you know about coral, but when you place it outside,
It
If it's
dies.
not by water, it'll actually die. So that's why you have to
It'll
have the
just
waterlogged stairs. But we got a couple other details we're gonna add here. They need a water
what's the
bucket
chicken
somewhere.
coop doing?
Can I show them? Can I show them your shed?
Yeah,
I
I
want
made
to
a
check that
shed.
shed. This little shed coming off the house, I think this adds great detail to this little
Yeah.
house. It makes it a little different than all the others.
Has
But
little
Abby
storage.
added a lantern, a little pot thing up there, a little storage thing, a little thing full of seeds, and oh, we do have melon seeds. We are going to make another farmer who's growing some melons, but these chickens are going to be we're going to get some more chickens in here.
Yeah,
But
we're gonna
this is
breed
going to
more.
be a nice little chicken coop, and
Oop,
I think.
did I accidentally got
Yeah,
that
you got to
out.
fill that back up. Fill their food back up, Farmer Abby. But look at them. They're staring at you. Hello, chickens. Are you watching, Abby?
More egg chickens.
You're
There's another
watching
one.
you throw eggs everywhere. Good night. All right. We'll be back once we have some more details. Anything else, Abby, before we cut out?
Nope.
All right. We'll see you in a little while. Bye. Raise a glass to the sun's reach. The new kingdom. To a new era of peace and prosperity across the land, where illagers, villagers, and pillagers, and blades and abbey avatars can all live in peace. Together, we drink drinks tonight to celebrate that freedom and that peace. Cheers to you, my friends. Let's drink. I hope you enjoyed the work that Abby and Avatar and I put into the chicken coop over here and the new house that goes with that villager that's gonna live there. I think it's pretty neat and pretty cool. Got a couple more details we'll add later on. Got to figure out how or why our chickens are escaping. You'll see them wandering around somewhere, but for right now, I'm leaving that alone. I want to talk. I spent some time talking to Abby about our plans, and that might delay some of the things we said we wanted to do in this episode. I might accomplish some other ones, but first, I do want to point out I did add something to kind of break up this bridge. These beams, I guess, that go across right there on that edge, in that middle, and at the end. Let me know what you think about that. Hello, ducky. You want to go for a swim? I take you for a swim. You're a good ducky. Let me know what you think about that. If that looks good, breaking up the beams right there. But I know I said I was gonna move these guys into a house or like a library, and I was thinking about building them a great library of the desert to kind of wander in. Gonna think we're gonna get to that at least this episode. Nor will I get to the villager breeder. The garden in my house, maybe. Abby and I, we talked a little bit about plans over here, and I want to show you. We got a new fancy building over on this side of the town. It's not completed on the inside, nor is it fully done on the outside, but let me see if I can get a better view of it over here. Uh, but it's another rich estate. It's got a little pop out down at the bottom here, and it's got a balcony that's covered with this hanging cover right there. Kind of looks out over onto the oasis. We'll go look at it closer in a second, but I wanted to point out right here. I think we're gonna build this up a little higher and kind of make this the ring, and put one last house here, and then we're gonna probably cut off a part of that mountain right there and put some pillars for a palace. That's kind of where the king of this rich or queen land is. Me and Abby really haven't decided who's going to be king or queen. I think there's some disagreement. She thinks she can handle the role of being queen of the land. I don't know. But we're going to find out. We might have to do some sort of contest to determine. If you got any ideas of how we should determine, besides fight to the death, because I've already suggested that, uh, let's figure it out, and maybe you guys can help us figure out who can be king or queen. But we're going to build one more house here and then start working on a palace up there. Not necessarily in this episode. We'll have to see how much time. Might just kind of build this up and level it out and start to work on the house over here. But definitely the library might have to move over there to that side. I was thinking of putting the library over here, but I think we're going to go with a palace over here, and the library may have to go onto that side. As well as the bazaar. We're going to not put any new shops in the bazaar, I think, on this episode, though. I was saying that's what we were gonna do. But yeah, definitely my garden over here. I think we're gonna work a little bit on that while we're doing these houses over here. So let's go take a look at the house. As you can see, it's kind of got the same similar style, but they're all different. They all got uniqueness. Like this one's the one with the solid walls. This one where it makes sense has the L-shaped accents on their walls. Where they aren't, it's just kind of broken up by the window. So you can see the one section right there that's got the L shape kind of pattern.
It has this support beam, a lower support beam of color, and then a highlight support beam of color up top. This one does have a lot more color. I also was very hesitant to use the red because it really pops. These other ones, if you notice, I all used all terracotta that did not pop a lot. It just kind of is a more neutral terracotta, either blended in with the wood or just didn't have as much depth to the color. Same with the villager houses too. But I went all out on this one with this red terracotta pop. And it does stand out, but I think I like it. So the entrance to the house is right here at this side. You're gonna come in here. I think we're gonna have a big kitchen on this side, kind of an open floor plan. Have a nice little desk area over here when you first come in. Maybe put your stuff, your armor and stuff up. And then I want to show you the second floor up here is where we're gonna have our bedroom. It's going to be a little bit of a narrow bedroom. Kind of in here is going to be more your bedroom space, maybe a little workspace around over here. And then a nice personal balcony out here that looks over the oasis, including your own canopy of shade. So nice. And then, of course, you're going to look up into the big palace up there. I'm not a. You've seen what I've built so far. I'm not a big building builder. Like, I don't go out and build a multi mansion style thing. So I'm a little nervous about the palace. I've got some ideas, but again, it's not my specialty to do that. So I'm going to work on this over here, finishing that out, probably decorating in the inside of that a little more, and working on my garden. But let me know what your thoughts of on the palace. Any thoughts right here? And any of the other things that you got suggestions on, if you think the bridge looks good or not like that. Same thing. You know, I always want to hear what you guys have to say, kind of give me some inspiration on things. But I'll be back whenever I have the next update.
Two things about our new guest here. You can't sleep in any beds over here on this side of the town. A little difficult whenever you're building over here. You have to run away and come back. And the other thing is this bell over here has an interesting use. It highlights them. I don't know why Abby hung that there, but every now and then I run by and I hit it, and then there they are, just to make sure they're okay. I wanted to give you a nice progress update on what's been going on. I really enjoy going through this bridge now. I pretty much sprint through it every day. I really want to get rid of this eyesore, but not today. Enjoy going through the bridge now. I've been using it back and forth because I've been working mostly over here. And if you know and are noticed, I'm sure you have, my chest monsters are all over here where I keep them. They keep growing and more chests and things, and you know, eventually I'll have storage spots for them, but right now they're all kind of right here. And bamboo grows quickly. I don't know why. We keep planting it and then chopping it all down. But anyway, I wanted to show a little bit of the progress update over here. I did start to work on this house, but that's... I'll show you some more of that in a second, but I wanted to show more of the garden over here coming outside. So I put a little awning over here coming out this side. There's a little well. You're just going to have to imagine that that's connected all the way to the bucket in the well to get some water from my garden. That bed's not supposed to be there. It's just for me sleeping. I don't have any room for it. I guess that's why it was there. I have a couple of raised garden beds right here. I was trying to find an interesting way to have like a hose coming out of the house, and this is all I could come up with. If you guys know of an interesting way to get like a hose type setup or something to, you know, any kind of things for the gardening, because I was struggling with that. Maybe a watering can, make a watering can, and kind of cool ideas like that. That would be pretty neat. Let me know. But anyway, you come out the house, you got a couple of seating chair areas. You have a little bonsai station where you're working on your bonsai tree. You got little clippers there. And we have our big tall flower garden over here. What's different from over these houses, again, these are your elites. They're not starving. They don't need to grow food. They're growing like the fancy flowers for like comfort, just to have people walk through. They really probably don't even grow it anyway. It's probably more their servants that come by and grow it. Well, over there, they're trying to grow stuff to survive and sell. Made a little shed over here as well. Doesn't have much in it, just a little crate. And then a wheelbarrow. I thought this was cute. Me and Abby created that. We're trying to think of something cool to have in the garden, and this is what we came up with, a little wheelbarrow. I really like it. And we have just some barrels with some flowers in them for storage. And then this over here is, I leveled out this land a little bit, but you know, I don't want to lose my bed. Chicken eggs. You know how I always say that kind of I like to have different heights and terrain and build with different heights and terrain. So this is trying to use that. I'm staying on that terrain right there. You know, I'm not completely leveling it up to this height. I let it naturally drop down a little, but I did flatten this out a little and kind of build it up a little bit so it wasn't too far. But I want to have that height variation. Also, because of the shape of the terrain, it made it not fit into one of my standard patterns that I've been using out here. I mean, these kind of all have the same pattern. They're varied slightly. Each one has a little bit of a different variation on it that makes it unique. But this one, what happened here is you have this one pattern right here in this room, and then you have a separate pattern here in this room that's repeatable. But we have this little nick out here that we had to use to create them. So it made to connect them, made an interesting little pop out here in this corner that I don't normally have in any of the buildings. So we'll see. It's going to be a little interesting when we get up to the roof up there, but you know, it's kind of one of those things where we just gotta we go out here and we work with it and start working on it. One thing I noticed here is that I'd already kind of made a mistake with the height of this right here, so I do want to fix that while I'm here. So this is kind of just, you know, how it goes. You got to go around and break things and fix them, put new things in, all those fun things. So this was actually too low on my wood beams that I normally like to do. I like to have them the pillar at the base floor here, so I need to correct that. And this is one of the downfalls of having a super efficient tool. It breaks everything really easily. All right, there we go. Put that back there. I think that's right. All right, and break that. And where's my pillar? I lost here. And I don't want to keep y'all around for the entire building here, but I just want to kind of show you how we build here. We kind of just visualize it with our eyes and kind of just keep going. We're gonna keep working on this one, and by the time we come back for the next episode, and I want to talk a little bit about that. Next episode to me is a big deal, kind of a special episode. I was looking at our subscriber count, and we are officially at 11, but I'm 99% sure at least one of those is my own account. So I'm gonna go with that we made the subscriber milestone of 10 subscribers. Really appreciate that. That's awesome. So we're gonna have episode 10 with 10 subscribers. I'm thinking that for those new people, maybe the one or two of you, we go back and visit some of the things we've already seen, kind of look at them, just do a quick tour video. So if you're needing to catch up, episode 10 is where it should be at. You can check out all that we've kind of like a summary of what we've gone through real quick. Tour of the old jungle, tour of this place. Be kind of like a tour episode. So if you've already seen all those, you might not want to be interested in it unless you just want to hear me talk for a while. Because then if you're just here for the building or for some of the other things, ouch. That's probably not the episode you're going to want to be in. But I think that's probably all we're going to have for today, folks. So again, appreciate it. Hit that like, subscribe, and share. And let's see if we can get up to what should be our next milestone? 25? 25 before episode 25? That would be amazing. Maybe by every episode we could make our subscriber milestone for that one. So like episode 25, we have 25 subscribers. Wow. Awesome. All right, guys. Y'all take care. See ya. Bye.